extremely important. So we are focusing on how to select what parameters you look at while selecting the ILR sets in this particular video. So been training students for more than 23 years, are fairly comfortable with the exam. We do have courses for CAT. If you're interested, you can contact us. So why is it important? Because set selection is important. If you have a good start, it will make a lot of difference in the examination. In the end, I will recommend a table that will help you evaluate your performance in different sets. So look at the table and see if you can make a record based on that table for all the DLR sets that you solve. But yes, first let's start with the parameters on what we do. So first is important length. Normally if it's too lengthy, okay, then it will take a long time to read the passage. So you can leave it in the first round. I'm not saying completely leave it, you can always come back in the second round. But the fact that it's too lengthy, and if you start and you take a long time to read and you don't get the answer, it will sort of dishearten you. So normally in the start, in the first round, try to pick up shorter sets which you can read, understand and maybe leave it quickly. Right? That's first. So look at the shorter set. You can keep a long set for the second round. First pick up one easy set, get that one set correct, and then maybe you can come to longer set to read and figure out whether it's easy or tough. Second is familiarity of topic. I mean, are you familiar with a topic type and do you know and do you find a topic easy? So whenever you solve, check what type of set is it. Is it arrangement type, is it matrix type, is it games type, whatever, different type of sets, try to figure out and classify it. And see what type you're comfortable with. The last record which I'm telling you, as when you keep a record of yourself, you will realize that these are the sets I'm more comfortable with, these are the sets I'm taking lesser time. So keep a record for yourself that will help you. Data size and variables. I mean, if there are too many data and too many variables involved, it normally takes a longer time. So if you want to make a table of 10 by 10, obviously it will take a longer time than a table which will involve 3 by 3 variable, right? Because you need to put that much data points in the whole service. So normally as and when the data size increases, the complexity increases. So try to pick up sets with smaller data sizes and smaller number of variables, not too many variables as far as possible. Structure has to be clear. Sometimes the data graph, you suddenly see a graph which is different, you're not able to understand what's happening. Or some data which is given to you, you're not able to comprehend what the data is all about. So look at for data which you understand, which you've gone to it before maybe. If the set looks too complicated, something which you cannot comprehend, learn to leave it. Pick up ones which are more clear. Questions, specifically there are if questions. Okay, it could make, that means there are multiple solutions. The fact that there is a if, that means there are a couple of solutions. So you need to get each solution right, which makes the set complex. Or if there are a lot of data in each question, so that means they expect you to solve every question. So there will be calculation involved in each question. Again, that could take time. So look at it. Calculation. A lot of time is wasted in the exam and calculation. If the sets which are calculation intensive, it takes a long time to calculate. So see if you can avoid sets which are more calculation intensive, which is in the start. Focus on sets which have lesser calculation, because invariably a lot of people do waste time on calculations. So you can look at these parameters which are there while selecting a set, have your own pattern and go about it. When you keep a record, I would recommend these are the parameters you should look at. Whenever every set that you make a table for yourself, okay, and write type, source, time taken, accuracy, remarks, whatever. If you want any more columns, you can put it across. Type will be what type? It will be multiple type. Each set could be multiple types, like matrix, arrangement, it could be matrix, come something else, family tree, something like that. So have a type written out there. So where normally maybe mocks, you will have sets from the mocks that tend to be slightly more complicated maybe than the sets in the books, etc. So look at which source we are taking it from PYQs, from mock, etc. Look at time taken and the accuracy. Okay, this will help you to understand how fast you can solve and how accurate you are in those type of sets. And some remarks about that. So any specific set has a lot of calculation, you can mention that. So when you're evaluating your data, you can make out that okay, these are the sets which involve calculation, therefore it took a lot of time, or something else that you want to note down. So over a period of time, you will realize that for what specific type of sets you're more comfortable and which you're not, or which takes you lesser time, which takes more. That will help you a lot. Hope this helps. We'll come up with videos that will help you with regards to preparation. Do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.